Could you please introduce your name and title and a brief description of your company?
Sure. My name is Michael Schnall. I'm president of EMG Marketing. We're a full-service marketing and advertising firm located in Newport Beach, California. We help small and medium businesses promote their brands and increase their business.
Excellent. So I just have a series of 5 questions to ask about general management and kind of interpersonal communication problems. And the first of which is, do you struggle finding good employees? Why or why not?
We actually don't, and I think that's probably unusual for us. Most of our employees have been here at least 5 years. Actually, I think all of our employees have been with us at least 5 years, many more than 15 or 20 years, and we pride ourselves on creating an environment that stimulates that. Also, because we've been in the business so long, we actually opened the doors in 1989. Because we've been in business so long, we have a lot of contacts within the industry, and we're able to leverage those when we need to find people.
The second question would be, what are the most important characteristics you look for in your potential employees, since you are keeping them for a long length of time?
Yeah, and I think that's kind of the key to what helps us succeed. I think most companies look for skills first, what specific skills that you have, but we're really looking for people. When I look for someone, I'm looking for someone who's got a great attitude and a great work ethic and enthusiasm about what they want to do and a willingness and ability to learn. That's really, really important. I feel like we can teach people whatever they need to know within our business, but you can't teach attitude, you can't teach enthusiasm, and that's really what we look for.
Excellent. I guess to go along with that, how do you effectively motivate your employees, especially, even if you do have good people, there's sometimes where the pressure's on and you need to, summon their inner hardworkingness or energy in order to get a project done?
And that's a really great question and a really important question. People think that, I learned a long time ago, I should say, that people don't necessarily work for money. What's important to them is recognition and fulfillment in what they do, and to feel like they're doing something that's important and something that allows them to be part of a mission. And so that's really the key to what we try to do, is to give people opportunities to excel and to make them feel like they're part of a family and part of a mission, that's doing good and helping people. And we also make sure to recognize them, recognize their achievements, both big and small, recognize their milestones, their birthdays, their work anniversaries, all these things toward creating a fun and inclusive environment for everybody is very, very important. In addition to that, we just really try and be very, very fair with people and let them know where they stand and continuously tell them they're important to us. Beyond that, everyone is a little bit different, and so you really do have to customize your approach to each person. To some people, flexibility with their time for their family might be important. For other people, financial aspects might be the most important. So you really need to treat people as individuals and understand what it is that motivates them and find a way to give that back to them so that their work life is very satisfying.
Excellent. I guess more specifically in that same category, what was one learning experience you had when first managing a team?
Yeah, so that's a good question. Here's kind of a funny story. The first time I managed, I was young. I was in my early 20s, and it was a retail kind of environment, retail situation. And as is the case in a lot of retail situations, especially smaller ones, everyone who works on the floor and does stocking and helping customers out on the floor, you've got to clean up in the back too. And everyone has a shift in tidying the bathroom, quite frankly. And that was the case there. And in my first 2 weeks as a manager, when it came to be someone's time that they had to clean the bathroom, they left. They quit. So what I learned from that is that as a manager, you need to lead by example. You really need to show people that you are willing to do anything that you would ask of them. And it's very important. And so from that moment on, when I would get a new trainee, the first thing I would do is take them into the bathroom and I would show them how to clean it, because that kind of sets the example for that everybody here is here to help each other, and there's no job too small or insignificant that even the boss wouldn't do. And I just found that instills a sense of fairness and equity, and sets stage that people will know that they're going to be treated well.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Part of me wonders where that employee is now. Probably not in sanitation job.
He actually was, I remember it was his first day, and I kind of explained to him the scheduling and that everyone was going to need to have this shift, and he went out for lunch and he never came back.
Oh, no. This wasn't for him.
No.
Okay, and then the last question is, do you have any tricks for helping a team meet deadlines?
Yeah, I mean, in our business, there's no shortcuts, really. And sometimes we do often get under the crunch, and kind of quite the opposite. I feel like it's my responsibility to make sure that when we're rushing and trying to hit a deadline, that quality does not suffer. And it's a very fine line to walk. One strategy I found that is helpful is breaking down projects into small pieces and assigning them to people. So, if you take small steps along the way and those small steps get completed, you feel like progress is being made, and ultimately the goal is realized. But that's kind of a good skill for a manager to have, to be able not just to designate and allocate the work, but to break it down into a sequence of small pieces that allows it to get done most efficiently.
Excellent. Well, Michael, thank you so much for your time. It's been a pleasure.
My pleasure. Thank you.